We need a miracle. It's very important.
Look, I'm retired. Besides, why would you want someone the king's stinking son fired? I might kill whoever you want to make the miracle.
He's already dead.
He is, huh? I'll take a look.
Timing is everything.
You mind if I go down and get a milkshake?
Hypothetically, maybe, possibly.
Well, neither me, but a girl can dream, right?
Hi, welcome to Comedy Parenting Radio, the show where all of our relatives trade ankle bracelets at family reunions.
Why are the microphones down at midget levels?
We would like to welcome our top listeners this last week are from Chicago, Illinois.
Illinois. The S is silent. There's no noise in Illinois.
Why are all the car honking?
Because the S is silent.
Saratoga Springs, Vermont.
Give me a B. Give me a T.
Not a B, a V. This is Vermont.
Vermont. Give me a V. Give me a B. Vermont.
VT, Vermont.
Give me a V. Give me a T. Go Vermont.
And Mount Vernon, New York.
Mount Vernon, it seems so familiar. Don't we have a famous relative named after that mountain?
That's your Uncle Vermin, not Vernon.
Uncle Roman.
I don't know, but we need to get this show started, and the topic of today's show is timing is everything.
Good job.
The architect table just fell apart.
Hey, Dad.
What?
This might be really bad timing, but I really need to go to the dentist.
Do you mind if we go to the bathroom quick?
Hurry up and be back before the break's over.
Do you mind if I go down and get a milkshake?
No, we're doing a show. Hang on, guys. We'll be right back.
Are you tired of the same old music at your parties?
Do your guests leave early because of the same old, same old?
Well, get ready for something new, exciting, and fresh.
Hawaiian banjo songs.
That's right, Hawaiian banjo songs.
We've put together the most amazing collection of all time Hawaiian banjo music that will
blow you away.
Listen to songs like Somewhere Over the Rainbow.
Mele Kalikimaka.
And this song that we didn't know the name of.
With Hawaiian banjo songs, you get 139 songs on a 13 CD set. That's over 500 hours of music for only $5.95. That's right, $5.95.
This set normally sells for $6.95, but it's yours if you act now.
Order your box of Hawaiian banjo songs now.
Operators are standing around board.
Hawaiian Banjo Songs is not sold in stores. The owner of Hawaiian Banjo Songs cannot be contacted in the continental United States. Listening to Hawaiian Banjo Songs may have side effects. These include nausea, vomiting, and loss of friends on social media. Hawaiian Banjo Songs does not accept returns. Void where prohibited.
This is Habs Johnson.
This is Yuri Komka.
This is Shirley.
And you're listening to Comedy Parenting Radio.
I don't know about that, Shirley.
The Chev got stuck in the Ford, got stuck and the Chev unstuck when the Dodge showed up. But the Dodge got stuck in the tractor rut, which eventually pulled out the Ford.
Shut the window or the bugs come in.
Shut the window or the bugs come in.
If you guys would just put a screen on the window, you wouldn't have to shut the windows. You're back with Comedy Parenting Radio.
Timing is everything.
I mean everything. For example, you just step out of the taxi, you're in Spain, ta-da, family vacation, and you realize it's the annual running of the bulls. And the car drives away.
Ole!
There you go, running down the street with all your luggage in your hands, kids chasing you, and a bunch of bulls running behind you.
Ole! Here's another timing is everything moment. You're running to your flight.
You're running. You're running and running.
It'd be a lot easier to run if you took your ski boots off first.
And the attendant is just about to close the flight door.
And you're about 15 yards from the gate. And then you look over and there's a guy selling your favorite candy bar. And you only have a $100 bill to give the guy.
Ouch.
You flip it to him and say, keep the change.
And then a duck crosses your path. And she closes the door.
Why would the duck close the door?
The attendant.
Why would the duck close the attendant?
Get out. And you still miss your flight.
That's the bad part right there. Timing is everything.
So you can't go back and get the rest of your change then, right?
No, it was a tip.
You know how you get those phone calls and they're saying that if you answer this survey, you'll win a free cruise or something, or you get drawn to win a free cruise?
No, the phone calls that I get say, call us now or your social security number is invalid and you're going to jail.
The type of phone calls you get is, your bill is overdue by 30 days and needs to be paid, otherwise we will discontinue your services. That's poor timing on bills.
In any event, you actually win this free cruise, and you're going to the boat. As you get ready to board the boat, there's a person that pulls you aside and asks you to answer the survey, and you're answering the survey as the boat pulls away from dock.
Ah, nuts.
That's pretty bad timing.
Aruba, Jamaica, ooh, I wanna take you. Bermuda, Bahama, come on, pretty mama.
Dave, what are you doing?
Just sending a gift to Dave 2037.
Who?
Me in the future. I save a little money from every paycheck as a gift to Dave 2037, so he can spend it on things like anti-gravity boots or a hologram Doberman, something cool like that. I think Dave 2037 deserves it. He worked hard. What are you getting Steve 2037?
I guess I was thinking Steve 2037 would just fend for himself.
Well, all right, but don't expect to be borrowing my anti-gravity boots.
You want to have money in your future? You got to start saving now. Putting some money from every paycheck into a savings account or contributing to your 401k can make a big difference later. Put away a few bucks, feel like $1 million. For free ideas and easy ways to save, go to feedthepig.org. That's feedthepig.org.
Hey, let's just hope Steve 2037 doesn't get his hands on a cool time machine, because he is going to come back here and knock some sense into you.
This message brought to you by the American Institute of Certified Public Accountants and the Ad Council.
Captain, we've hit a reef and we're sinking.
Not now. I'm listening to Comedy Parenting Radio.
You know, timing is very important.
Yeah.
Especially in comedy.
Yeah.
We are not that kind of person.
If you don't time a thing correctly, it can either mess it up or you can make it better. But do you want me to give you an example of mistiming?
Please.
Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Boo.
Boo-hoo.
Are you crying? Do you need a tissue?
Now, was that a good example or a bad example?
That is up for you to decide.
Send in your vote, whether that was a good or bad example, along with a $20 bill to Comedy Parenting Radio, blah, 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 blah.
I've had some really bad timing myself personally.
Yeah?
Like, I'm sitting in this conference and it's dead quiet and everybody's just tuned into the speaker, and it's around like 12:30 and I haven't eaten since early morning, and then all of a sudden you just hear this loud and everybody turned and looked at me. It was pretty bad.
You see, this is why they normally have donuts at meetings.
How about an opera where they have a big musical crescendo and then it stops and you sneeze?
So here's a bad timing experience that I actually almost experienced, but I had the fear of. So there was this one Lego set I really wanted. I saved up for it, and I actually ran into Walmart, and then I had to fast walk. But I got to the place that the Lego set was at. I picked up the box. It was the last box. And the day that I was there before, there were like 5 more boxes.
You know, bad timing can also mean you're too early.
For example?
For example, your dad drops you off at the library, but you're 3 hours early. If you were waiting for the library to open, hypothetically, we're not saying anyone who's done this, we're just saying hypothetically.
And it's 20 below zero.
Very cold out.
And you're banging on the door just hoping that the librarian will let you in.
That would be very poor timing. Hypothetically, maybe, possibly.
Timing is everything when you do the winter tire switch out from summer to winter tires. If you do it in, say, August, there's nobody in front of you in line. If you do it like, say, November 25, there are 500 cars in front of you, and you'll pick up your car at the end of the day.
What about being in the wrong place in the wrong time?
Timing is everything. You go into a restaurant, you're going to have this really nice meal, you heard about it, and the head chef just quit before you walked in the door. But you don't know that.
So you get really bad food that tastes like it's been sitting in the freezer for a month.
My filet mignon is very cold. What happened?
You know how people are in line to get food or something, and they say, and they look behind them, and there's a big, long line of people, and they say, oh, I showed up at the right time because they're at the front of the line.
You're talking about potlucks.
Yeah. Well, I've been the person not at the front of the line. I've been the person at the back of the line that showed up at the very much wrong time to go and get their food.
Oh, my word. The last guy in the potluck gets...
the scrapings from the crock pot.
Gets the leftover wasabi and ginger.
Gets all of the finely cooled and hardened fat from the baked chicken.
Ranger Station.
Hi, I want to report a bear sighting.
Location.
My front door. It was Smokey Bear. My husband was burning leaves in the yard. He just came inside for a second.
Never leave a fire unattended. If it's too hot to touch, it's too hot to leave.
Smokey said that too.
We go way back. I knew him when he was just a cub.
How cute.
If you see someone in danger of starting a wildfire, step in and make a difference. Brought to you by Smokey Bear, the U.S. Forest Service, your state forester, and the Ad Council. Learn more at smokeybear.com.
Only you can prevent wildfires.
My skin began to turn red.
Comedy.
Parenting.
Radio.
Radio. The story it told of a river that flowed made me sad to think it was dead.
Welcome back to Comedy Parenting Radio. This is the fifth of the show.
Wait, Dad, I don't think you did your math right. You might want to check it.
Yeah, I think it's 8/7.
This is the 7th of the show.
Yep.
This is the 7th of the show.
It was a bubble in my throat at that moment. That was bad timing.
Sale.
What about sales in stores?
Either they happen between 2 and 4 o'clock when I can't get there, or they happen in between paychecks.
Yeah, it's always terrible timing. By the time you get there, your size is gone.
I'm thinking there aren't a lot of 4XL guys out there.
Well, how about sales?
What about sales?
You know, if you turn them at the wrong moment, you can flip your boat and capsize it.
Coming irons. That's where you duck your head because the thing swings around.
You never seem to have very good timing as far as cooking goes.
How so?
Well, you always either leave it in the pan way too long, so we can't even tell what it was to begin with, or you barely let it touch the pan and it's still mooing.
I don't know. I think I've gotten pretty used to having charcoal and primordial soup.
5 minutes, half an hour. What's the difference?
Really? Especially on tater tots.
When you're calling somebody across the world, timing is everything because they might be asleep.
You don't know if you're calling them the next day or the past day.
Oh, did I wake you up?
Am I calling into the future?
Were you busy?
I'd like to point out that this entire show is bad timing for me.
Why?
I was supposed to be at the Champion of Weasel Trainers.
Why couldn't have you done that joke earlier in the show? You just had your hair done at the salon. You walk out, and there's a tornado.
I was thinking more of the lines like you just got your hair done and then your crush walked by. That's good timing, when you're actually finally looking good.
Yeah, it never happened to me before, that's for sure.
Well, neither me, but a girl can dream, right?
You've been listening to Comedy Parenting Radio. Timing is everything.
Dad?
What?
The Good Humor ice cream truck just drove by, and we weren't able to run out and get any ice cream because we were working on the show.
I'm sorry. We'll try to do better next time, okay, Courtney?
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Actually, sir, I think we prefer to go with the bizarre and risky. It's worked for us so far.